Well, there's the heat I remember.
It's bad over here. Keep your eye out. I think the Chimera's around.
What should I be looking for this Chimera?
Bear plus metal.
Oh, well, don't worry. Are we trying to avoid it entirely, or would we rather locate it immediately? Because I think Atticus has a good invention specifically made for broadcasting sound.
I do. I might have to give it another test. You know, the air here is a lot drier because of all those fires, so I bet it would work a lot better.
Yeah, I'll trust you guys with this.
Well, you're gonna need a bear sample sound, so I'll do my best. That's bearish.
Oh.
That was really good, actually.
Oh, I should probably flavor it for this particular bear. Metal.
Clank, clank, clank.
Oh, that's way better metal noises.
You want me to do anything?
Yeah, can you, tap your helmet?
Okay. He taps the side of his helmet.
This is great. I'm getting all of this, yes.
Come on.
Chimera Lure 2.0.
Hey!
Hey! Oh my goodness. Okay. You hold the device aloft and it begins to emit a loud growling noise.
That's great.
They, like, at first you're like, oh man, I messed it up. Then you realize it's working. It's working exceptionally well. If you pan your camera up and to the right, you see something emerge from the woods. A creature of fur and twisted steel begins to emerge from the rubble. You see it dragging something backwards across the ground with it. A KO'd RNA soldier.
Oh.
With its great maw, it flings it up in the air and attaches it to a harness that was normally meant to haul with it mechanical goods. This is currently being used as a people prison, if you had to guess.
What the fuck?
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
He's helping us rescue survivors.
That doesn't look anything like my dad.
Wow.
It continues foraging for bodies amidst the wreckage.
Why?
That's a good question, but you're dead.
You shut up.
So should we assist that thing? Should we avoid it? I have some sedatives. I could probably put it to sleep.
That sounds wise. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to do with those bodies. We originally tried to train it as a taxi, so that might still be in place.
I sort of question the need for a taxi made of bear, considering we have actual taxis. But
I mean, think about it
all right.
practicality-wise. He then starts to. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Zarina is a research department. Like, what do you want from him?
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person?
I'm part of the security force. Like I said, that bear outranks me because, as an experiment, it is technically more valuable than I am.
That's not
fucked
true.
up.
Every life is equally priceless.
She begins pumping sedatives into her syringe gun.
I think I like you.
Oh, I don't have anything for bears specifically. Ooh, I know. Atticus fumbles around with his shoe for a second, snaps one thing off. Here, put this on your thing.
In what way?
Well, if you mount this on the syringe, I calculate a 40% increase in velocity at the point of impact, which should let you get. He kind of takes some fingers out and like puts them along the edge of the needle. Yeah, you'd probably be able to get like 2 inches deeper.
Normally, I think that would be a bad idea, but this is a bear made of metal, so I'll do my best.
I guess they both work together to attach.
Yeah.
This is what, one of your rocket shoes?
It's a rocket from my shoes.
Oh, they fire rockets. Okay.
Not normally, but you know, whatever.
The way this is gonna work is this would functionally be combat normally. You guys are gonna get a surprise round. It is fucking simple in this. You just skip the enemy's turns during
Great.
the surprise act.
Nice.
And I believe you guys are performing a dual tech immediately, right off the bat.
Yeah, should we roll colors to pick?
Well, going into this combat, actually, you've had time to prepare. You've had time to decide which attribute you're going to use. I'm going to let you choose which color you are and go into this with the 6 in it.
Well, based on what
Whoa.
I'm doing, I'm gonna say blue again.
Based on what I'm doing, I'm gonna say red, because red is my helpfulness, which I am going to have as my blanket for medicine and being helpful.
Okay, so you guys are performing a dual attack on somebody that doesn't know that you're there. This bear does have an 8 armor. It is relatively high. Now, not every character in this game has an armor class, you see. In fact, 3 of the player characters don't. However, creatures you might find in the wild do have an armor class. This one does have an AC. I'll let you know, it's 10. Atticus's component of the dual strike will not hit. However, that doesn't mean that Velvet's part will miss as well. By combining your actions, you can have them partially succeed.
Pew! And the rocket goes off and it's just going like in random directions.
Yeah, it's flying around.
I should have known that would need to be retrofitted.
Yeah, we probably should have attached it with something.
However, it does strike the side of the bear. Now, what's special about this game is depleting HP is for sure one way to win combats. However, there are alternate conditions for winning. And damage doesn't necessarily represent how bad you're beating up the creature. It represents how close you are to a victory. You strike the side of the creature and it whirls around. It steps unsteadily one time, the cage on its back shaking. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'll help out.
Thank God.
You know how effective this guy is, more or less based on the performance of guards on the train. Yeah, here it goes. That's not bad. 2 damage.
Why is he helping?
Thanks for the, I hope I can support. Let me know if you need any other sort of, oh man, I'm in over my head.
Yeah, just protect Atticus, and I'll tank.
Okay. Yeah, I can do
This
that.
man in full armor looks at her in her fucking opera dress.
I don't need protecting. I mean, not that much.
Everyone needs protecting from bear fangs, especially when they're metal. Gosh, look at that. Just every other tooth is metal. I don't understand the point of that for a taxi. Oh no, you know what? It looks like they're hollow and I bet they light up. Those are the turn signals.
Now, that's a clever design, but you wouldn't be able to turn without your mouth open.
Act 1 of combat proper begins.
Looks like I'm going for yellow.
Yep, I'm gonna go with blue again. Do you already know what you want to do?
Nope, I'm still thinking because my yellow ability is is basically the ability to cobble shit together. So I might be able to assist you somehow if you need to
Okay.
gather materials for an invention.
Well, I've got, let's see. What's at hand? Flaming trees, piece of wood, some kind of color forms.
I can always go first if you guys need some time.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, this could be my big try. Okay, here it goes. He lowers his gun and takes the shot. Oh! Wow. Didn't expect to be effective today. He lowers his gun, cocks the fucking shot, realizes, oh wait, hold on a second. I was given an experimental, like, skillet, pulls it out. I think this would make a mighty good grenade. Bites off the end of it. The self-heating pan begins to cook and spark worryingly. He whizzes it at the creature, throws it, it detonates and sends up a cloud of smoke, dealing significantly more damage. Now, crits are special. I sure as hell am not wasting my crit explanation on Randy here.
How dare you? It wouldn't be a waste.
This creature is more or less open up to any follow-up attacks you've got.
Oh, it's disoriented. All right, that's the perfect lead-in for my play. All right. Atticus is picking flowers. Or whatever these things are.
They're flowers.
Yes, I got it right. Okay. So Atticus packs a bunch of flowers into a small casing. He saw this guy's grenade. That's a pretty good idea, but grenades that hurt things are lame. So instead, he's going to pack a bunch of flowers in, strap his super loud yak back to it, and just create a sensory overload device.
Oh my god.
I've got 2 shoes. He takes a rocket off the other shoe. Strap. Weld. He's gonna launch a blaring, loud, color burst grenade at this thing.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, hold on.
Nice! I'm so close!
Oh, man.
Close.
That's still good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's freaking excellent. You strike the creature and leave it paralytic, dealing 5 entire sensory damage to the creature. You get the feeling that the grenade did fucking nothing to this taxi, but your sensory overload is actually fucking it right up.
Okay, great. Because I just remembered, because Jay and I had a conversation about Velvet earlier today, and I changed her fucking alchemy cobbling yellow to rad tricks yellow.
What?
All right, she pops the fucking Heelys out of her boots, and she's gonna start skating over. She is just going to try and continue the sensory overload and, like, not quite hypnotize this thing, but, like, stun it so much it's like, oh, jeez, everything's going into colors. Maybe I should give in to the sedative.
Hit it with your shininess.
All right, I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna tell you what I want to do, and then I'm gonna roll and see what happens. She's gonna try and Heely off this stump and like spin in the air like a disco ball and catch the fire and increase the amount of sparkles in the air.
Ooh.
That's okay.
Fantastic. Okay, yeah. As the smoke from the grenade clears, you blast him with a sensory burst and follow it up with the greatest disco light show that this poor bear taxi has ever had the misfortune of seeing. Its eyes begin to swim. You're actually dealing pretty effective amounts of damage.
Firelight looks so cool on your hair.
Thank you, I can barely see anything.
You successfully managed to bamboozle the creature, dealing another 4 damage to it. Top of the act again, roll out your dice.
Fun. Velvet is going to walk up to this bear as he's stunned, and she is going to, I like to imagine he kind of like reeled back a little, is like, "Ooh," and is covering his eyes. And if he's rearing back, she is gonna try and just grab him and push him over and go shh, shh, and pat him to put him to sleep.
You do manage to, like, you sort of begin to push the bear to the side. The cage begins to jangle, and somebody begins to sort of fall loose of it. You begin to pat the bear, and the sedative does indeed begin to kick in. I'm gonna knock 5 more HP off of it, and somebody from the inside tumbles out. Let me...
Oh, there's people on this thing's back. I didn't even notice.
Within the cage on its back, the former taxi cage, there are 5 people locked up. One of them tumbles out. Unfortunately, you got a 1. Another RNA and guard, completely KO'd, hits the dirt.
Yay, a patient. I'm glad he's not in the fire.
It's the bear's turn. The bear is going to rear up, and suddenly its metal bits flash for a split second. Its color changes to be blue.
Oh, it's flashing its hazards.
You can just change its color in the middle of combat.
Certain creatures sometimes possess strange abilities, like this thing's ability, whenever it's hit, it'll change colors sporadically. It has been getting dumpstered, so it has not used that.
I like to imagine that like its eyes and shit flash all 3 colors like a police car.
Blue! It sets blue and begins to charge.
Oh.
It's going to burn a straight mark through the team, trying to hit Randy in the back there. 14, contest it, both of you.
Oh no, not Randy. Yeah.
Oh, 19, okay. Randy.
Velvet
Randy.
would literally rather take the hit than he get hit.
You save his goddamn life. The bear begins to charge, it rears back, begins to pick up speed, peeling out noises, and it gets at you. You win the clash. What do you do?
The bear runs towards me. Velvet, still using her weird amount of strength, actually manages to just, probably taking some damage doing this.
Okay.
Sort of like stops it and once again grabs its shoulders as it's charging and snapping at her, and she just leans in, shh, and tries to push it back to the ground.
If you take 2 damage yourself, I'll give you a roll from the cage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Velvet doesn't mind taking damage if anyone else is not taking damage.
Okay, you roll from the cage. From the creature's back rolls out another person, actually. You don't recognize this person. It's on RNA and guard. For result is somebody lands immediately next to you with a loud fucking squeaky toy noise. Oh god, are you? Oh, Hey! She stands up suddenly. Are you a doctor?
I am a doctor.
You're a doctor!
She is still wrestling the bear.
I'm Atticus.
Hi, Atticus!
You have a nice hat.
Thank you! Her arm is pointed backwards. Can you?
Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah, I'll do that once I'm done wrestling this bear. My turn's
You
over.
throw the bear to the ground. It slides over another inch. Wow, this is actually a surprising coincidence. Meeting a doctor immediately after getting attacked by a, what is that? Looks back over at it.
Chimera.
Chimera. Who named it?
I don't know. Here, come into my office.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Go ahead and sit down here.
She
Okay, thank you
gestures
very
to the
much.
stump.
She plops down on the chair. Are you guys in the... Wow, you're in the middle of saving everybody else from this.
I'm gonna try. Here, take a lollipop.
She plucks one of these mushrooms.
Can I borrow a big scary syringe while you
Absolutely. She hands you one. And
Thank you.
It's like, take a lollipop with the mushroom.
I am kidding. These are highly poisonous.
Chucks it into the woods.
Anyway, combat continues.
do that? Well, let's see. I think I'm still to go, so I'm gonna... Oh, this doesn't work with what I planned my yellow to be at all. Never mind, I'll keep this big scary syringe for another time.
Good on you, kid.
Ahem. Bear,
The bear was thrown to the ground and kind of looks up. "Brr."
stop what you are doing. These passengers are not having a good time.
Wow, kid's got moxie.
Yeah.
Here, if you will not listen to me, listen to the siren song of your people and remember who you once were.
Are you gonna blast it with the yak back again?
No, because that would be using an invention. No, I'm
Oh,
going
boy.
to. I've tuned up the yak back since its last use to produce a fine, soothing, melodic quality, and I'm going to attempt to diplomacy this chimera using my yellow, which tentatively I'm going to call nobility.
I love that. Oh my god. Okay. Give me a nobility roll.
Oh.
13. Once again, you're still beating this thing's base AC. You're doing pretty good. You begin to you're confusing the shit out of this bear. It's a wild goddamn animal. It's not used to so many mixed signals. It starts getting crossed in its brain with the rules of traffic. The creature, fully bamboozled, ends its turn. Guess it's my go. See what I can do. Wow,
Jeez.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, this card's rolling better than we ever have.
Wow, I love Thog.
I didn't want Thog again. The guard takes a shot, strikes it in the side. Hey, I opened him up. Who wants to turn?
Oh,
I have a great idea for one. Since my blue is any level of facade, this works perfectly.
I know exactly what'll make this thing finish attacking us no matter what. Can I record something into your device again?
Oh, of course. Just press the little button
Okay.
here.
I would like to record an ambulance noise, forcing this bear to pull over and stop.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, can we do it together?
Yes.
Here, you know what? I've never actually heard that, but an ambulance driver had to get his thing fixed up once, and he made that noise for me.
You know, here, I think we sent it slightly mixed messages. I'll do the wheeze, you do the oohs.
Okay, go ahead.
Wee ooh, wee ooh, wee ooh.
They continue doing this while the girl with the broken arm stares.
She's doing chin hands like, wow!
She's doing one chin hand and the other's off in a terrible direction.
This sure does hurt.
Okay, this is still with my +5?
Uses your +5. If you ever get rerolls during the turn, you still use that same +5.
Okay. Oh, there's a cute version of her.
Yeah, you begin to make noises, and the bear, almost alongside of you, starts to growl.
Oh, but that's a clash, baby.
That is, oh my god, you haven't You're 100% correct. Thank you, Will. Okay, it gets its reaction. Okay! Your attack chains off of it. You get another free action.
Oh boy. All right, great.
That's 5 damage.
I can't do this well. That's my red stat.
If you use that action to fix my arm, I can help you out.
I was going to.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if that came out across as hostile.
No, that's fine. You're surprisingly
calm, patient, given the circumstances. She looks at the train on fire. She looks at the bear. She looks at this girl's arm. What's this girl's arm looking like?
It's in bad shape. It's definitely bent in the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain right now.
All right. Tell me, can you look at that bear and describe what it's all about to me? Just talk for a little bit about that bear.
She points in the direction of the bear and instructs the girl to talk about it.
Oh, that bear? Well, based on its design, I think it has treads. I'm pretty sure those are...
While she's not looking, she sets the bone.
Squeaky toy noise.
Sorry, that's terrible no matter what I do, and I used up all of my anesthesia on that bear. It's worse if you look at it while it happens.
That's fair.
No, it's a bear.
She begins wrapping the arm up in a sling.
Okay, start of the act, roll out your dice.
Hey, I hope I get a red.
In setting her bone back, you functionally used your heal ability. She's restored enough HP to functionally rejoin the fight.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Yep. And you use that, or you had a 5 set as your swing. You use that 5 to give her back 5 HP. It's simple.
Oh, neat.
I think once you get the roll of it, this system is actually pretty straightforward. You just look at
I actually really enjoy combat. It's very smooth and fun.
I'm having a really fucking good time.
All right, Velvet
I
will
would
be
like
red
to go
this turn.
first with my blue die.
The girl who just rejoined the combat raises her hand. Oh, really quick. I can help you guys out, so if you want to do anything on one of your turns, I can definitely back you up.
I'm going to heal the guard that fell out and is KO'd.
I can help with that.
All right. I've got this big scary syringe and I filled it with mushroom funk.
Oh, boy.
Velvet sweats.
I don't know much about plants, but I do know bioagents.
Can I roll a perception to see what the effect of that will be, considering that's
Yeah.
where I get half of my medicine from?
Yes,
I don't know. I guess add a 6 to that, since that is medical knowledge.
you are 100% correct. Yeah, no, 13. Considering the bear's weight and body mass, probably fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna stab it with this thing. No. I've got a few of these left. He bends down and jams the syringe into his special fuel loading port on his shoes.
Oh!
All right. Now, just like before, I'm just gonna blast like 25 feet off the ground. I'm gonna hover for a second and hop back down. And I was given this idea by a desert wayfarer who once taught me about the concept of blazing it. He's going to basically rocket up to this thing's face and vent hallucinogenic gas in its face.
Holy shit.
At the mention of blazing it, the lady like puts one hand over her mouth like, oh, this young kid.
All right, here I go blazing again.
Aram.
She looks at you dead in the eyes, Velvet. Is that your little brother?
Oh, no. I just met him today wondering what trees were, and it's starting to make sense.
A curtain of hallucinogenic flame burning all sorts of bright colors. Green, blue, yellow, purple. Fires downwards at the bear, burning away at it.
Oh, I just realized, if it's using blue again, this is a clash.
Fucking hell it is. Let's see what we got.
Oh, this poor bear.
Oh, bear. Thunk. Rolls to the side. The cage upends off of its back. It's still up. It's having a time. Everyone inside is dumped out on the ground.
More people. What are their states?
This is a perfect chance to talk about what happens when you stand up from a KO. The lady over here motions with her arm. Okay, so normally things don't get too bad until a fight, gets serious. So when you stand back up after getting knocked out once, well, all of your wounds, instead of just dealing hit point damage, they deal actual injuries like this, she motions with her hand, and winces. So, Celine, you can tag back into the fight. You'll technically be standing up from a KO, and if you're hit again, it'll be a lasting injury.
Ooh.
I'll leave it to you. I don't want to
Oofta.
pull you into that if you'd rather not.
You can run over to Velvet.
Celine shakily gets back up. You see this woman in with the yellow cloak. She's got a hood, kind of bug-eyed goggles. This almost like a firefly. She shakily gets back up and she's gonna hug Ned here and create a portal underneath them and go over here where it's safe next to these two.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is our first use of magic. Magic is special. Of all the characters, only Celine can cast spells, so it's, for now at least, a unique Celine mechanic. At the start of each turn, when you roll out your 3 dice, you can choose instead of locking in one of your dice to cast a spell. Casting a spell always uses the lowest dice, and it locks you into using magic.
Oh.
That is the main gimmick. You can always furthermore tell when somebody is casting a spell because magic shit starts to happen around them. That's the balance for magic. At the start of a turn, you'll notice who is casting. So, in this case, you've just been passed a turn, and you can just do it, pretty much. Pick your lowest, which is a 3. Yep. So you would be doing this with a 3. Roll d20 plus 3.
All right.
Fantastic. So, beyond that, magic has another unique mechanic. The reason that the dice being low matters more than other abilities is because magic doesn't work on a pure success-fail thing. It has many different layers of success. You can kind of succeed, you can succeed a lot, you can succeed catastrophically, which is not what you want, or you can completely fail. In this case, you rolled a 16. For your portal spell, that means the spell works as intended.
Oh, thank
You
God.
quickly carve open a section of space around your feet, vanishing into the ether along with Ned. You plop down.
Yeah.
Well-
And to put in perspective of how this portal works, it has to be on flat surfaces, so
Yep.
it's not like from above. So she kind of like a prairie dog, just kind of pops out with Ned and lands next to them.
Oh goodness, was that magic?
Oh God, Ned!
So what are these two looking like?
They were taken down once. They're not looking good. They're wounded. They are not like critically injured. If you healed them, it would get work done.
Great. All right, well, since Ned is somewhat still out, Velvet is going to use her turn now, and she is going to walk over to Ned and lean down. Ma'am, I'll take care of you in just a moment. It looks like this man's gone catatonic. No matter what he does, his face is always exactly the same. I'm going to try and heal him.
Listen, as a friend of Ned, that's normal.
Okay, fantastic. You heal Ned for 6 HP.
All right, she pokes and prods him and puts a couple bandages on him, etc., etc.
Okay,
She's just laying perfectly stiff as a board, eyes open.
this is kind of a radical treatment, but I'm gonna try it.
Props him up as though he's a piece of cardboard. Ned is fine.
Ned is now fine.
Oh, do you want that assist?
Sure.
So, ally assists. The way that this works is allies, not counting the Randy guard you guys got, who I expected to be worthless, will functionally act whenever you ask them to act during your turn. Otherwise, they will take their turn at the end of the initiative order.
Cool.
Functionally doing something on their own. So, use them if you want. They all have helpful and fun abilities. In this case, this lady reaches out. She's got a big, like, almost crooked cane in her hand. The working hand. She reaches out her palm and it begins to glow at the end. A soft, fluffy thing sits immediately in front of you, so.
Oh, there it is!
It glitters with ethereal energy.
A sheep!
She just looks at you smiling. You're not 100% sure how this helps.
What does it do?
No, don't worry, it'll go great. Just, touch the sheep. Derive power from it.
Okay.
Her name is Stupid Muffin Head. All right.
So glad they noticed this soon.
Oh, I've been looking at everyone's names. There's some great names. Velvet,
Come on.
like looks at the sheep, looks at her, looks at the sheep, and awkwardly stretches her hand into the fur.
It headbutts you.
Lovingly.
Gently.
Suddenly, you feel a jolt of energy run through your entire body. It's your turn again.
Oh, well, luckily for you, I have a very helpful nurse now.
She begins healing Celine.
Okay.
She heals you
fantastic.
exactly as well as she healed Ned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great work.
hey, thanks.
I hope you guys are doing better.
Yeah, no, I'm, she notices her arm. Oh, God!
It's in a sling now.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay, so, yeah, no, Randy's gonna take his turn. Yeah, actually, I fucked this one up. He misses! Oh, wait, no, this is a clash.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, no, I win!
Oh my, this bear is fucking terrible.
Oh, in the background, Randy just fucking tackles a bear as you guys touch a sheep. He comes back, like, completely disheveled, helmet on backwards. Who wants the extra turn?
Give it to the person who made a portal.
It's all yours. He just sits on the stump.
All right. Celine just kind of cracks her. Oh, I'm sorry. Firefly cracks her neck a few times, and turns to Velvet. Thanks again for helping Ned and me out. All right. I got an idea. Sorry, kid. Not using a portal again. That's just too risky. But you know what's never risky? A shit ton of fireworks! She just reaches into her bag.
Roll your... God, what was your swing for this turn? It was a 3. You were set for magic. You should, under normal circumstances, you would be locked into magic. However, since you were past an additional turn, that can be used to functionally act again. So this is just going to be a wild attack. No clashing, no nothing.
Okay.
So d20 plus d6.
Oh, no. Anyone able to combo off of me?
No, I already blew my sheep bonus. I'm really sorry. I think everybody's all tapped out.
What about your friend there? Points at Ned.
Ned!
Yes, I am Ned.
Yes, Ned, help me!
Ned can help. So what should I roll for assistance?
Wild. D20 plus D6.
Alright.
When you don't know what it is, wild.
Ned swipes wildly at the air at the rockets.
Celine unleashes a set of fireworks that whiz into the air, and Ned begins to try to strike them out of the air like they're attacking him.
Celine, like, notices he's, like, chewing on one. No, bad. Just bats him on the head.
A few of them still make it to the air and blow up. Atticus applauds politely.
Okay, top of the turn order. Lock in your shit.
Oh boy. I guess. Gosh, I don't think blue would help. I guess I'm gonna take yellow. I will take rad tricks.
I'm gonna make yellow street smarts. I think that's a good.
Oh, yeah, that's a good compromise, you know?
Yeah. Though it doesn't seem like it. Velvet's actually pretty hip.
What do you mean it doesn't seem like it?
You seem perfectly cool. You know how to set somebody's arm from, like, a standing position.
That's true. A man with one eye taught me how to do that. And like the cool kind of one eye. Like he was only born with one, and he's got an eye patch with literal just skin under it.
Oh, that is pretty
Fascinating.
You know what, since it doesn't even matter, I'll do magic. Let's see what happens if I do magic again.
Oh boy.
Yes! Do the thing!
Cool. So, you're a mage too, right?
Yeah, technically, I suppose.
Do you want to try dual casting something?
Ooh, that sounds real dangerous, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do it, do it, do it!
So what happens when magic touches magic?
Oh, it's bad.
Rather than just traditional casting a spell, when magic touches magic, the winning spell absorbs the entirety of the roll of the weaker spell, and the effects are amplified by that much. So the upper floor of portals is pretty nuts, is all I'm gonna say, and she's gonna help you out trying to cast this.
Do you need? I can help you lead it into a portal if you want.
Oh, that sounds good.
Ooh, make a portal maze. That'll disorient it.
So here's kind of my plan. Let's see here. She gestures to the train cart behind them. So, I need a flat surface, and I need to be able to see it. My plan is I'm going to put a portal under him first, then put a portal at the roof of that one, and if I'm fast enough, I can put a portal at the bottom of the floor. That way he gets stuck in a perpetual loop. Then with the momentum, I can just launch him somewhere. Maybe.
The lady behind you is just smiling and nodding.
That sounds like a lot of work when I feel like we're pretty close to putting him just to sleep.
Maybe he'll get too dizzy then.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
I'll try it. Here's some magic.
I mostly want to try to dual cast with somebody.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Okay, so your spell does gain the power of hers, which is a crit 1, So yeah, she reaches out her hand and like you both assume the cool dual casting pose. She points out her staff and you raise your like wizarding palm to the air. Magic energy begins to crack between the two of you. And then all at once, boom, just fly in opposite directions. She hits the fire, lands to the side with a squeaky toy noise again.
I said this was a stupid idea.
Wait, did you put a portal between you? I'm trying to figure out the physics of that.
No, it's not how it works. She's like holding her elbow.
All right. Well, here's my
it's the
plan.
Bears. It's the bear's turn.
Oh no!
Okay, bear's gonna charge this time. Is going to raise a palm at Atticus and swing it down, and this sure as hell is a clash.
Oh boy.
Looks like it's time for Ned's special ability.
Yeah. Oh boy, Ned does have a special ability.
Looks like when the claw strikes down, it accidentally hits the tutorial button.
I mean, I'll go ahead and make my roll. So Atticus is going to fire up the rocket shoes and try to zoom between its feet as it does that, so that it like goes like, oh no, and just like hits the ground and falls forward. So here is my invention, my ingenuity, as I'm calling it.
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, it wins. Ned, your interruption, if you could.
Looks like you are learning how to drive.
What? Oh my
Good
god.
enough.
Jesus.
I can't believe you beat it. So let me describe this ability to you for Town Guard. Attention citizen, whenever a creature within 25 feet attacks a creature other than you, you may move over to them and immediately slam them with an unskippable text block, forcing them to pay attention to only you on their next turn. You may only have this effect active on one creature at a time. It's functionally a taunt off friend and onto me. You can only do this to one thing. This is relevant in this case, because it stops Atticus from getting punched by a bear, and allows Sprout to clash and win.
Sorry, it allows who?
Ned.
Yes, I am Ned.
Very well played. Why is Ned so fucking effective, guys? Where did I go wrong? Ned, you get a free, Ned, not only do you deal that 6 damage to it, which is huge, you get a free action. Who are you passing it to?
I'm gonna pass it to, that nice healing lady over there.
Ooh, nice.
Velvet's gonna use her street smarts, and she's gonna attempt to continue on from the ambulance thing, which of course makes every car stop, but the one thing that makes every taxi go, no matter what you do, she turns sideways and begins waving and sticking out her thumb and pretends to be a customer for this taxi.
Oh, I love this. Okay, go for it.
Alright, and she is going to try and walk around in a circle if this thing is following her. If it's not following her because it's slammed with a text block, she's gonna stand here and continue hailing the taxi while it just goes, no, I can't, and eventually just is too frustrated and gives up.
Logic overload.
Its head wheels back and forth. Now, you have another action, because you were functionally just past one, and you had one stored up. Do you want to also take your turn now?
I don't know what else to do, but double down on that ability.
I have something I can do if you want some more time. While it's stuck reading this text block, Atticus smacks his forehead. Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. This is a vehicle. I can totally hotwire this thing. Atticus is going to climb up onto the bear and like open up a switch panel somewhere and just go to town.
You get your feet.
That is a bad
Clash
failed
roll.
clash.
That's not
fucking-
a 1.
That is not a 1!
So just, I forgot if you explained this to us before. Say Atticus head rolled a 1 there. What happens if you roll a clashed clash?
If you clash and clash, it escalates.
Good, I was hoping that was the answer.
I have no words to describe this. As of this moment, Atticus has hotwired a bear.
Is it now sufficiently confounded?
You put it on autopilot mode and it just...
You blast it full of clarifying and purifying electricity. The bear goes completely fucking passive. instantly. The mix of the sedative, all of the confusion, talking to Ned, the hot wiring, this bear is done.
Oh, here's your problem. There was a buffer overflow. It got set to rampage mode.
I was hoping so much you were just gonna say, "Oh, here's your problem. It's a bear."
All right, well, bear is dealt with. I'm gonna heal these two, and then immediately hail all the guards and Ned into helping me investigate the fire for more bodies.
I mostly want these two to be healed so they can deal with, like, I don't know, moving or restraining this bear for future bearisms.
Yeah, you fix up these guards very fast. They get back on their feet and they're like, oh, what the hell happened? This guy's over here smoking. I found a bear. That's what happened. Oh, you guys actually finished it off. Good on ya. I need to go. I need a change in career.
Have you tried a town guard?
He walks faster.
Oh, jeez.
Would you like to hit continue?
You're a town guard?
Yes, I am town guard.
Do you know where the town is?
I know where town is, yes.
Celine is just peeking around the bear. Ned, we have to leave. Those are guards.
Yes, I am town guard, and the other guards. We are guards.
Ned!
Okay. Okay, everybody, remember. You didn't see us here. We didn't help you, okay? Come on, guys, let's go. Guys, come on.
Alright, see you later, Mr. Aranea.
Yeah.
We hope to receive your patronage again soon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have fun, kid. You have fun. I am so getting fired over this, and I don't care. Okay, well, we're gonna look for survivors, right?
Yes.
I'll get right in there.
Yep.
She moves over
Are
next to the...
civilians in danger?
Yeah. I mean, you help.
She moves over next to the fire and just begins to burn, kind of.
No.
Looks down at her arms, looks over at Ned. I'm a little on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Have you tried not being on fire?
Don't consider it.
You need to make sure to scrub yourself thoroughly for fuel before you go near open flame.
That? I didn't even think about that. Okay.
Ned awkwardly pats at some of the fire.
Thank you. Velvet, you take a look around. You do, you take a look through the train, and for the most part, it looks unoccupied. The bear did do a relatively good job of scrounging up survivors.
Huh. Good job, bear.
Pat.
She pulls out, like, you know how after you vote they give you a little I voted sticker? She has a roll of stickers called Doctor's Helper with a smiley face on it, and she puts it on the bear's nose so it doesn't, if he takes it off, it won't rip off any fur.
You're a really good doctor.
Thank you, I
Wait.
try.
Doctor, oh! Are you she stops and, like, stammering, stomps the ground for a second. Are you here to see about a cat?
Oh, I am. Hang on.
She pulls out a picture. It does say there's a picture of a pretty tall lady with a bright blue hat. Is this that lady?
Darn straight.
Oh, I didn't recognize you because your arm was the wrong direction.
Yeah, the silhouette was wrong. It's okay, if you could come back with me to actually check out the cat and maybe keep treating my arm if that's okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I owe you guys
You two should
so
come too
much.
because I was only able to give you a preliminary mid-bear encounter checkup. So I wouldn't be comfortable leaving you after a train wreck without a more thorough examination.
Celine and Ned both, you aren't feeling hot. Celine, speaking of hot, you feel something sort of heat up in your pocket for a split second. Certain artifact that you'd been lent by a certain organization.
Yeah, Celine tucks that away. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Ned, we'll hang out with them for a little bit, then we gotta get out of here.
Are you going to leave by way of a portal?
I don't know if I trust portals.
She looks at the giant impact in the ground both of their bodies made.
Hold on there.
That was mostly my fault.
Firefly puts a hand up. Now, let's be real. The first time I used my portal, it worked perfectly. Second time, I was still dealing with a concussion. So, you know,
That is
1
fair.
out of 2 is not bad. That's a flip of the coin.
This is a bear.
Also, nice work with the bear kid.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, I mean, I've been fixing up old jalopies for as long as I can remember.
That's still a bear and not whatever you said.
I know, Atticus, you're super interesting. You know how to hotwire a bear.
Not many people can say that.
And
Here,
you can fly.
I've. Do you want to hold the good job sheet?
The
Oh.
good job, sheep.
I wanted to ask you about this creature. Is this some kind of, like, how does it live? I would have thought all of this. He kind of like pokes the fluff. I would have thought all that would get sheared off in the wind.
This is actually an arcane constructed sheep. This is the absolute concept of a sheep.
Is it? Can it make portals to the sheep?
looks over at Celine, smiles. Do you think so?
Velvet tries to block the sheep from wandering into fire.
Atticus takes out a like a notebook and is furiously writing portals, sheep, magical.
As you're like writing from the top of the page, your pen gets down to the bottom. You notice there's like teeth marks. The sheep is eating paper.
Ah!
Well, Spat.
Oh,
well,
I
Spat's
guess
rude.
it's blank.
Oh man,
But
you
this-
know, that missed opportunity. We could have put this thing together by just using the sheep and having it walk through the same portal over and over again while this thing counted it.
Oh, that's really creative. You guys
Oops.
are a lot brighter than I am.
That's a good idea. My only concern is magic touching magic, and if we have a magical sheep going through a magical portal.
But before we get any further, I actually run an inn nearby. Do you guys want to stay the night? It's on me. Like, you kind of saved my life.
I mean, if anyone deserves a free night, it's these two.
I'd be down for that. Can we get away from the fire? It's kind of bright.
Oh, I am on fire again.
You are on fire, and
Begins to walk away.
not
You
doing
should really-
anything to stop that.
Hang on.
Velvet is a lot shorter than this girl, I assume, since she was described as tall and is trying to jump up and pat down the flames.
Atticus turns his like robe inside out and peels a sort of like sheet off of the inside of it. Here, it's coated in flame retardant goo.
Oh, thank you for the goo. She stops herself. She throws the cloak around herself, maintains the same semi-cheery expression as it just like squicks.
Yeah, it just plays
as it squicks down. She maintains this like cheerful expression the entire time, but you can tell this isn't 100% cool with her. Thankful for the goo.
Velvet takes some of the goo stealthily and keeps it for later. She wishes to study the goo.
Celine, as the group follows this strange lady back to her inn, apparently, you notice burnt into a piece of paper on your palm. Something that's used for communication, actually, amidst the people you associate with, are
Yeah.
2 words burnt in large, brutal text. Lie low.
Might as well be grounded. This sucks.